Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. Vince and Mike here, and that is the Saber Cat fight song. That's a great song, and which leads us to our next segment here. We are joined by Saguaro High School and another great partner, an outstanding partner of the Varsity Sports Show, Saguaro High School. Saguaro High School principal, Mrs. Ann Achtziger. Mrs. A, how are you?
I'm great. Good morning, Ben. How are you and Mike?
Good morning. See, she acknowledged you, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
I did. I'm going to help rebuild this relationship for you.
It's a little broken. It's been broken for about 35 years.
That might be impossible at this point.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
Saber Cats can do anything. We got you, Ben.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, Mrs. A, what I wanted to talk about, and the theme being, the graduation celebration here on the Varsity Sports Show this week, we wanted to talk about all the great things that happened out at Saguaro this year. And obviously, you've got some great things going on outside of the classroom. Let's talk about some of the programs that you have going on at Saguaro. What are some things that you can share regarding your academics?
Academics, we say at Saguaro, we're known for the 4A's, which is our academics, athletics, our arts, and our atmosphere. We're home to the Math and Science Academy, so that's something that is
outstanding. And math wasn't one of my strong suits, Mike, in high school. How about you?
Just the opposite, yeah.
Okay. So and so you've had some scholars that have come through there, and some great things among your admin team. Talk a little bit about your admin team.
We have the best admin team. You know, the one thing that we focus on at Saguaro is you have to love kids. And all four of us, that's what we're here for, and that's what we're all about, is we just love kids. We love working with young adults. There's nothing more gratifying than having those conversations with our youth, but just a phenomenal admin team, and it's all because they truly are in it for the right reason, and all of our decisions are based on what's best for kids.
And most of your team, a lot of your team, including yourself, you kind of came up through the district. You served it on other campuses in various capacities. How long have you been at Saguaro now? It's been a few years now.
Yeah, this is my 7th year at Saguaro and my 11th year in the Saguaro learning community. I was an administrator at the local feeder middle school. And so a lot of these kids, like the kids that just graduated last year, I've known them since they were in 6th grade. So
oh, wow.
It's great. Yeah.
Okay. So it's extra special for you. And in doing that, have you seen, has it been a very consistent theme throughout your tenure there? Have there been some changes? Because obviously with the growth of all the charters out there and the other schools and the realignments and this and that, has it been fairly status quo throughout your tenure there? Have you noticed some changes for the better that the Scottsdale district has adapted to throughout the years?
Saguaro is in a huge growth right now. And so when a lot of schools are experiencing lower enrollment right now, we are actually busting at the seams. So our enrollment right now is actually the highest that it has been. So we're rocking and rolling. We say we're on 2.0 right now.
Well, but not only that, what's impressive about Saguaro is you mentioned you're at the highest you've ever been. We're not talking 3,600 students here. I mean, I don't even think you guys are 1,500. Are you?
We are almost 1,500 right now. So we should start the year at 1,500, and we're usually about like 1,240.
Wow.
So for us, it's just been amazing, and we've seen some great. As we've had our partnership with you, we've brought on Coach Ramirez, who absolutely is all about growing our young men. We have Joe Mickey, Jason Mons. We have people of character that when you have people that can build it, people will come, and that's exactly what they've done is people come to Saguaro because of the adults that are there, because they just love our youth. So we're just, it's the nicest community I've ever been in. And that's really because of the parents. They trust us with their kids. And then the students are the most respectful people I've ever been around. I love our student body.
Well, that's what's been very impressive to me is how the coaches all work together, and we'll bring on Coach Ramirez here in a minute, but the fact that these guys all kind of dip from the same pool of kids. You've got kids playing multiple sports, and at a place like Saguaro that gets the kind of attention that Saguaro does, especially having such a small community of students working together, that in and of itself is very impressive too. I mean, Mike, back in the day, do you remember coaches that shared athletes when we were in high school?
Not so much. I mean, everybody was pretty encouraging, but I think coaches more focused on maybe one particular sport. I know for us, Coach Kellen, it was football, 24/7.
Really?
Sure
Yeah.
was.
Okay. I guess a little bit, but but it was, yeah. So it's good to see it. And with that, and when don't hang up, Ms. A, because I do want to bring on Coach Ramirez as well. We're joined by an old friend of ours, Saguaro SaberCats basketball coach, and he's also a pretty popular figure on the show. People are always asking about him and his hair. Coach Lucas Ramirez. Coach, what's going on with the hair?
How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, all right. All right. What's the story with the hair now? You haven't cut it lately. What's going on?
Oh, it's still flowing, going strong into summer. I know Miss A really enjoys it.
Yeah.
She always lets me know that I need a haircut, and I do. But
yeah, my friend, I'm sitting here with Mike. You haven't met Coach Ramirez, but Lucas Ramirez, he is oftentimes compared to a young Michael Jackson or even a Lionel Richie. I've actually compared him to Lionel Richie.
What, the way you're describing him, I just want to run my fingers through his hair.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Coach Ramirez, so let's talk about how you work with your administration there. We're going to put you on the spot, obviously, because you're a new a new coach there this first year. But working with administration is working with as well as working with some of the other coaches. What's the experience been like? Truthfully, you can tell us.
No, it's nothing but great things to say. I mean, I've always believed that when my time came to be fortunate enough to be a leader of a program in a community, you want everyone to be on the same page, and you want everybody to have the same vision. And whether it's Miss A, the rest of our admin team, the other coaches on our campus, even the teachers on our campus, I mean, we all want the same thing for our community, and that's just for it to be a welcoming, successful, positive environment. And, we're all on the same page, which makes it great.
And what's it like? How I know that you've had guys that are playing multiple sports. You had a few out there this year that were playing for you. I mean, what's the stress been on those guys, and for you coaches to have to coordinate schedules to say, okay, this guy's got to be at hey Coach Mons, I got to take this kid Tristan Monday to be he's going to play with us, but then he'll go out and practice with you guys tomorrow. I mean, what has that been like?
It's been great. I mean, again, it's all about communication and just making sure that we're all, again, on the same page. Different periods of the year are going to be more important, to a particular sport. The fall, I don't want to see any of those kids. I want to see them on the football field. I don't expect to see them, at any of our workouts. Obviously the winter, it's basketball season. They're still going to lift and do all the things that they need to do for the other sports, but, basketball is the focus. And then the spring and summer are kind of that balancing act. But again, it just comes down to communication and having relationships with the players, their families, and then, also important too, just relationships with the other coaches on our campus.
So Ms. A is a big sports fan. I remember at the basketball game, she'd be standing in the corner watching there. Would she give you any kind of advice before the games or come in at halftime and talk to your team or anything like that to try to pump them up?
Well, I remember from the beginning her stressing the importance of
winning. You better win.
Just the way we do things at Saguaro. And, I mean, it's that standard and that expectation. It all goes back to just being competitive and having a chance to win, and I mean, you're totally right. Miss A is one of the most competitive people I've been around, whether you see her at our games or even, sharing the sideline with her at football games. I mean, it's very evident in obvious, the passion that she has for not just competing and winning, but, Saguaro and our entire community as well.
So before we go, I have one final question. Now, Miss A, your athletic director, Matthew Harris, and I have a handshake agreement that I can have for this fall, since we're going to be covering the football team and continuing our partnership with you. I get my own parking space like Jason Mons, and I also get my own kind of entrance locker room area, kind of like he does. Is that true? Can I get the same amenities that Coach Mons has?
If that's what Mr. Harris said, then absolutely yes.
Okay.
Done.
All right. There we go. All right.
Hey,
so
I'm still waiting
Saguaro
for my
High
parking
School.
spot.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach. What's that?
I said I'm still waiting for my parking spot. I guess I have to
Oh,
call
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Harris
Okay.
when we get off the phone.
All right. So anyway, yes, Saguaro High School. And thank you so much, Principal Ann Achtziger. Miss A, thank you for joining us. Basketball coach, SaberCats basketball coach, Lucas Ramirez. Thanks for joining us here on the Varsity Sports Show. Guys, we look forward to continuing on covering you guys. A lot of fun. Congratulations on class of 2021. We'll see you both very soon.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Ann.
No. That is so cheap, Mike. All right, guys, when we return, we will be back. It's insincere, Mike. She's thinking the same thing everyone else is thinking. We'll be back here on the Varsity Sports Show. We'll be joined by Campo Verde Principal Krista Cox and an old friend of mine here on the Varsity Sports Show joining Vince and Mike. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Go Varsity.